Today, with our hectic lives of meeting deadlines and adhering to schedules, it's nice to sit back with a cold one. But not just any beer. Craft beers have caught on at bars, adding Mumbai to the list of the beer destinations to watch. Javed Murad now joins in as he's navigated the tight regulations and cutthroat competition to launch the White Owl Brewery. Javed, thanks so much for joining in. A Harvard Business School grad, and you got used to the easy access of craft beer while living in the US, I'm sure. Is that what brought about the idea of White Owl?
Yes. After graduation, I moved to New York and I had a Whole Foods in the basement of my building. And even over there, I could take a growler whenever I wanted, go downstairs, check out the various kinds of beer available. And then in comparison, when coming back to Bombay on holiday, trying to catch up with friends over a drink, we realized quite quickly that there just wasn't any good beer available. And I think all that put together kind of gave us the idea to come and introduce beer into India. And that was the reason behind the formation of White Owl.
Now, you say there's a lot of excitement for craft beer in India. Tell us how Indians now are adapting to this new wave.
It's a very, very exciting space to be in. There is one segment of consumers that is exposed, and these are easy adopters. They hear about a craft beer and they rush to try it, enjoy it, and give feedback on it. And then there's a large segment of people who are just curious. They see a new product within the segment and they're eager to try it. Across the board, what we found is that regardless of whether you're an exposed consumer or someone who's learning, the product does very, very well because it is a higher quality product. And being a part of a solution to this problem is a very, very exciting thing to be doing at this juncture.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of your key investors, how much you've raised so far by way of funds, and what are your further fundraising plans for White Owl?
We have raised around $2.5 million to date since the start of the company several years ago. The majority of which has been earmarked for introduction of White Owl beer in bottles to consumers across the country.
And educate us a bit, Javed. What is the process to make these beers?
So when it comes to making a craft beer, I think it's important to distinguish the fact that we use all natural ingredients and there are no preservatives and no artificial flavors and the like. When the beer is going through its fermentation cycle, we allow it to ferment very, very naturally and mature naturally. And I think that patience when it comes to production is what contributes to the overall quality of the product.
Right, and what's the future for White Owl? What are the expansion plans?
Yes, we have a lot of expansion plans. As I said earlier, the majority of the capital we have raised is to expand our product portfolio in the form of bottles to consumers across the country. So over the next several months, you will see White Owl available not just in Bombay and Pune, but in other interesting urban markets across the country.
So I can't let you go without asking you your favorite, and what's the message that you would like to give out to other budding entrepreneurs?
I don't have anything super cerebral to offer other than the fact that I believe that doing business in India requires a lot of tenacity in addition to the overall skill set that one needs to succeed. There are a lot of points along the way where you face an obstacle and it seems insurmountable. But that tenacity and resilience will get you over that hurdle, and then after that it's just a lot of fun because the market is wide open. There's a lot of interesting things happening.
Well, I'll raise the toast to that. Thanks so much, Javed, for joining in and giving us the lowdown on the pint-sized business of beer. All the very best.